Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the banks of the Raritan in Piscataway, New Jersey, SHI Stadium, home to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Scarlet Knights will boot it away to start the game. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Michigan's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and
turning it on! Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Wolverine. Once he got some room, it was over.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
On the move from inside his 5. So the Rutgers Scarlet Knights offense has its first opportunity of the day. Typically, you don't think of an offense built around its tight end, but they got no production from there last week. They'll need that to improve in this one, David.
Yeah, he's a chain mover. He's a red zone threat. That big old body, man, he's a matchup problem. So they definitely need to find a way to make sure that they're...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
Yeah, and you just think about guys that just look great in their unis. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ajabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their...
Trying to burn this defensive back. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks in the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. It's the conference finale today. Win this one. Extra football ahead has taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, you know, they're looking ahead, always pointing to the future, like they need to win today. Like their goals are still in front of them, but today is a big day in the conference to continue to keep winning.
And that's the thing I think their coach kept reminding his team of all week long. At the very start of the year in our first team meeting, we put our goals up on the board. The #1 goal was to win the conference, and they have a chance to guarantee themselves a spot in that game with a win today.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Handoff from the gun. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Let's take a big picture program perspective on Rutgers. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive line. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
Motion from the wideout. Finds his man. It's Bermudez. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Mitchell. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Scarlet Knights will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll take it on the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at 23. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Got it behind the line. It's Moore. Oh, what a cut! And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. It's caught. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have just...
Touchdown, Michigan! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. He'll try to tack on one more. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits them in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Bermudez. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Makes the catch. It's Singleton. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Priestcorn. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That last completion still leaving them with a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Haynes. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The Wolverines will have it first and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Morgan. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And the Wolverines trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking to fire. Going for 6. Touchdown Wolverines. Fired in from the red zone for the score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's first and 10. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the grab. It's Mitchell. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Bermudez. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Pass escapes him, still on his feet. All by himself down the middle. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Rutgers.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And he'll bring it back. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese.
There he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Miami is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Vinny Testaverde and Gino Torretta in the pantheon of greats to play at the U. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Alabama. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. On 1st down, here comes this offense. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Duff. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
This is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Duff. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this 1st half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Blake. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Big fella showing some ability. Got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he showed you his athleticism.
Looking downfield on first down. Took a shot as he threw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. This one's complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. He'll do it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
Coming out with it, it's Stewart. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Going right to work up top. That's caught. It's Morgan. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Priestcorn. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Morgan. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. The official says no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game. It's still a 14-point lead, guys. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the birthplace of college football.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Shotgun snap on third down. Under fire. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. The Scarlet Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So here comes the Michigan offense. Last time they had it, the long missed field goal ended the drive. The idea, get a little deeper in plus territory this time around. At midfield, he's got room. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
To the ground, he's got it again. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down, using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, it's Haynes. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. What a nice job finding the back on the angle route. That's a tough thing to cover.
And I love the matchup for this quarterback. He knew there on third down. He had the one-on-one with his running back and that defender. Nice job on the route, crossing the defender's face. Easy completion. The drive stays alive.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go with a direct snap. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got him downfield. Touchdown Wolverines. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but those fans that were there when the U was the U, they know this game is not over. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Alabama. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the middle. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Back to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. He's a one-man wrecking crew on this defensive front. This is the type of performance that can etch you in Wolverine lore forever.
Yeah, and it's a great lore to be etched in. Obviously, year after year, you see so many dominant guys in the trenches, and this is how it's done. You stop the...
It's picked off, and that's number 10.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. He's up to 51 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Try to barge their way in. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? Trying to pound it in. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on 4th and goal. Pushes ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down, because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. To the air on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Mitchell. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's Blake. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today. And
breaks into the open. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of...
Here we go.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Rutgers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throwing that touchdown pass.
The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
The give to the back. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Here comes the offense on first down. And some room to work. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Wants to fire on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Another incompletion on third down. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuffed. Pressure coming. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
They want that clock to run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up third down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing.
Turning it on. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team.